What's up, people? I am 5 and this is the fastest strategy in zombies, period. Yeah, that's right, this is literally faster than every other strategy on any other map for high rounds. Too bad it's on Buried, and I would say at least 90% of the high round community completely hates this map and thinks it's the biggest pile of shit Treyarch's ever made. Now, in some sense, yes, I agree with them, but in other senses, I do somewhat enjoy this map, and that's what this little commentary will be about for the first little bit. I'll tell you some opinions and stuff about the map, and then I'll get into the strategy for all those people who are wanting to do a high round on this map. So, let's do that. So the first thing about Buried, the first thing that I really don't like is the Wonder Weapon. Now this is the biggest flaw, I would say, with the map. This Wonder Weapon is just retarded. Whoever thought of this should be fired. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's a terrible idea. Now, I'm not saying that I'm totally against the idea of flying, because yeah, it is a hell of a lot of fun, like flying around the map, and because it's such a closed space, it's not super broken, but it was totally unneeded. You don't need to be able to fly in zombies. That's just not zombies. But the big problem with this weapon, though, is mainly how it's actually meant to be used to kill. This weapon is not like a thunder gun, not like a jet gun, not like anything else. This gun is purposely designed to sit in a corner and tap the button. The best way to use this gun is just to find anywhere on the map where they come from one direction and then just keep tapping the right trigger over and over again. Because if you do it properly, the gun will never overheat and zombies will continuously die forever. Now, they patched this in the latest patch. They made the gun not kill forever, so you can't do this as a strategy, but that's a little too late, and it's just, at this point, nobody cares about this map because of all the flaws. Now, let's move on to something a little bit different. Now, the next big flaw about this map is the same kind of flaw with kind of all of the Black Ops 2 maps, besides Transit. And that is, in solo, you have infinite lives again. Hooray! Just awesome. Making it so that anyone can do high rounds. The reason Black Ops 1 solo high rounds were so difficult was you had 4 lives, and if you made 4 stupid mistakes, you game overed. Now, if you make 4 stupid mistakes, it doesn't matter. It means nothing. You just got another revive. Like, it's so dumb how you downs mean nothing anymore in these Black Ops 2 maps. That's another big problem. Now, the next thing is setup. Oh, setup. I'm sorry, but I don't think anybody truly likes spending 30 minutes on round 1 setting up their game. They liked the old school maps where you didn't take that long. Everything was where it needed to be. There was no buildable crap you had to do. There was no just rocks you had to go feed the guy booze to break down. You didn't have to feed him candy to do other stuff. Like, you just got in and started playing. There was none of this other bullshit that is not needed. Now, besides all that, the actual map layout is okay, I can say, but the spawn zones, what were they thinking? They're just ridiculous. Almost every zone on this map is a zone inside of a zone. I've talked about this before. It's basically where you stand in one area in the map and they only spawn in that area you're in. They don't spawn in the 2 adjacent zones like how they should and how they do in every other map. They just spawn in that one zone. So you can do things like the 2-window tunnel. I mean, I almost want to call it a glitch, but it's not really like the 1-window glitch in Dries. It's literally, you go up there, and they spawn out of 2 windows. You can just camp with the fastest spawn rate. It's really, really simple, especially because you have the paralyzer. You use the paralyzer, and you can camp there for almost ever. It's just like, okay. Now, the next thing is because the lack of a good wonder weapon, you're forced to use buildables to kill. Now this is an interesting idea. It is definitely different, and that is what I've noticed in Black Ops 2. Every map they're trying to make different, which is cool, and as a lot of other people said, and I've said, that they've actually, some of these maps have actually been almost pretty good. Almost. But they just screw up on one or two things, and it just kind of ruins the entire map. But that's the same thing with this map. Like, having the whole, you need a turbine and the sub to get through rounds, it's interesting, and you could, with the proper map design, it could be really cool. But with the map design itself, it really doesn't work out great. You can abuse it in either Camping Jug, where you just fly up and sit there for 90% of the game. Well, I think I actually watched a video, I've done it myself before. I think you actually stand still for 80% of the game, like you don't have to move. Or you can do the strategy I'm using in this game, which again is just abusing the shitty spawn system, and you're killing zombies like as they spawn. It's pretty ridiculous. Like you're literally killing 100 zombies every time you go into the zone, and you don't even see half the zombies, because every time the gun shoots, it's shooting them as they're spawning. There's going to be like 5 or 6 like on top of each other that you don't even know are there, that just die before they even get out of the ground. It's kind of like an insta-kill on Transit, if you guys remember that, with the door closed, with the fence closed. They kill like 200 zombies in 30 seconds because the spawn rate's so crazy. It's the same thing, except you're constantly doing it. It's like always having an insta-kill on Transit. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, if you guys are still here and you're actually wondering about the strategy itself, I'll try to explain it as much as I can, even though it's pretty, you can kind of understand what happens in the video. Basically what we're doing is we're using 2 subwoofers in this one zone. As long as you have all the doors to the bank closed besides the one that is next to Jug, they will only spawn at 4 spawn points that are all right next to each other. So what you can do is you can set up 2 subwoofers, having one shooting 3 of the spawn zones and then one shooting 1 of them. So the one shooting the 3 spawn zone is always going to break first, because the subwoofers are kill based, not time, which is a common thing that people don't really understand. So you're basically just spawn killing the shit out of them for about 20 seconds. Then it takes you, what, 15-20 seconds to get a new one, and you do it again. It is insanely fast how fast you're killing those zombies. And the craziest thing about this is the more players you have, the faster the strategy is. If you did the same strategy in 4-player, it would be absolutely just unbelievably fast. Like, you would be killing 200 zombies every like 30 seconds or something. You'd be able to kill 200 zombies like 30 seconds in the zone. It's just beyond reason how overpoweredly cheap the subwoofer is. Now, even though all these problems with this map, I did generally enjoy this game, because doing this strategy, it takes a lot of communication, a lot of like knowledge of what to do things when. So I'm not going to say it was not fun, because I definitely did enjoy it, but it is completely broken and doesn't really make sense. Anyways, I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore, so I'm gonna end this here before I ramble on too much. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been 5 and 5, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.